Hey, sweetie, this is Michaela. Today I'll continue telling you the story of Mia's family. I'll keep updating it for you. Remember to check in every day, okay? Chapter 15. The island expedition continues. Martha crouched beside Divine, intently examining the patterns on it. The patterns were intricate, resembling some ancient form of writing or mysterious symbols. She took out a small scanner she carried with her, attempting to find clues to solve the mystery by analyzing the shape and arrangement of the patterns. Meanwhile, the confrontation between Jack and the spiky creatures grew more intense. Although the creatures were temporarily held at bay by Jack's attacks, they still didn't give up the siege. They kept looking for opportunities to break through Jack's defense. Jack, while wielding his long knife, also kept an eye on Martha's progress, silently praying that she could decipher the mystery of the vine as soon as possible. Mia continued to softly soothe the spiky creatures. Although with little success, she didn't give up. She firmly believed that if she could find the right way to communicate, perhaps she could defuse this crisis. Gryphon circled in the air, its small eyes fixed intently on the situation below, ready to grow larger and come to Jack's aid at any moment if he got into trouble. Sammy and Fiona were also busy. Sammy ran around the vine, seemingly searching for other possible clues. Fiona flew to a higher place, observing the surrounding environment to see if there were any other signs. After some efforts, Martha's scanner finally gave a response. Some blurred information appeared on the screen, which seemed to be related to a certain sacrificial ritual in ancient Greek mythology. Martha tried hard to recall the knowledge she had about ancient Greek sacrifices. She realized that the patterns on these vines might need to be touched in a specific order to lift the control over the spiky creatures. She took a deep breath and started touching the patterns on the vine according to the order she had deduced. When her finger touched the first pattern, the vine trembled slightly and emitted a faint glow. Then, she carefully touched the second, the third. As she did so, the movements of the spiky creatures became sluggish, and the ferocity in their eyes was gradually replaced by a hint of confusion. However, just as Martha touched the penultimate pattern, something unexpected happened. The vine suddenly sent out a strong electric current, which directly hit Martha. She let out a scream and fell backward. Seeing this, Jack was filled with anxiety and rushed towards Martha without hesitation. The spiky creatures seemed to sense the opportunity and lunged at Jack again frantically. Mia shouted in horror, and Gryphon immediately let out a sharp cry. In an instant, it transformed and dived towards the spiky creatures. With a flap of its huge wings, a powerful gust of air blew the spiky creatures off balance. Mia took the opportunity to run to Martha's side and check her condition. Although Martha was conscious, her body was weak and powerless due to the impact of the electric current. At this time, the spiky creatures, under Gryphon's attack, temporarily retreated to the side. But they didn't leave and still stared at Mia's family menacingly. Looking at the weak Martha and the spiky creatures waiting for an opportunity, Mia and Jack were filled with worry. How could they continue to decipher the mystery of the vine and get out of this dilemma? And in this mysterious rainforest, how many more unknown dangers were waiting for them? Well, dear friends, that's where we'll conclude today's installment of the story. I truly hope you've been as captivated by it as I've been sharing it. If you've enjoyed this narrative so far, I'd be immensely grateful if you could show your support by hitting that like button. And here's a little tip for you to never miss out on the upcoming exciting chapters. Simply activate the subscription bell. In this way, you'll be promptly notified when I bring you the rest of this enthralling story tomorrow. So, stay tuned.